Yeah, I got them off of Amazon.
Okay.
There's only like 5 for the set.
You're gonna let us know. Oh,
Huh?
it comes even with this?
Yeah.
Oh, look at ceramics.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna go cheaper, but then I was like, nah, you know what?
Right?
Let me just go ahead. It's like a one-time. I won't have to do it for like a long time.
Let's get them out. Gonna do product review.
Huh?
Do they want a product review for this?
Yeah. I'm just getting this before you bust it open. Welcome back to another video of Carl's Garage. We are here with Peter, and in today's video, we already did the other side, but we are putting brand new brakes, rotors, and pads. We got the drilled and slotted rotors. I got these from Amazon. I'll put them in the link in the description down below. You see, we already did this side. Look at those babies. Ooh. Look at those. So we already did this side. The reason why we did this side first off camera is because in this vehicle, you have to have, and I'll let Peter explain everything. You guys know Peter. Go ahead, listen.
Hey guys.
You guys know Peter. Let me get his information on the back. We are back with another video with Peter. We're gonna try to do more content together. Peter said he's gonna do more content on his channel as well. Peter Tech, I'll put the link in the description down below. But explain to them the reason why we had to start on this side off camera so that we don't run into any issues.
So again, we have us with these cars, newer cars nowadays, you have the parking assist is electronically engaged, right? So you have to have a scanner already hooked up onto the system to be able to retract the car all the way. If you don't have that, I've seen people where they take batteries and try to jump those pins back and forth, and I don't think that works very well. But we'll get to it, and I'll show you how to do it. I'll show you what the system I'm using. So far, again, as Carl said, we already did this side just to make sure that that system is working already. All right. Starters, we always err on the side of safety. So of course we have our jacks on there. I mean, back on this side, we have the jack stand and the jack already set. So we are safe about it. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna remove the caliper bolts back and forth. That's the caliper back here, and that's the electronic parking brake. This is what you need to retract with that computer back there, and I'll show you how to do to go about it when we come to that. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and remove that. What you need is a 14mm socket and a 17 narrow open end 17. So the 17 goes here and the 14 is on the back. Make sure it's on the off. And if you don't have that, it's loosey tidy or whatever they say nowadays.
No, righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Yes. So you hold these just to hold it. Do the same on the bottom. Okay. Once they are off, I have blessed to have one of these, so it makes the work easier for me. Okay, you have these 2 bolts. Both of those are off. The caliper slides out. Oh, we need to disconnect here for now. Disconnected. I remove the caliper. I don't leave it hanging. I leave it up like that. We can leave it there for now. So these brakes are new, and we have been having a debate with Mr. Carl here. So the biggest issue we are having is there are people we see that are grease everything on the pad. They grease on the caliper. To me, it doesn't make sense to do that because again, when you put this brake pad on here, the tolerances are so small that putting a grease there doesn't make any sense. But most people still do it, and today we did not do these ones from last time, but again we are upgrading the brakes. So Mr. Carl go ahead and do that, and you guys leave on the comment, let us know what do you guys think. Do you put grease on these ones? For me, this is why I put the grease, and I'll show you. I have to remove the whole caliper bracket because we are changing the rotor too. So let me go ahead and do that, and we can go on the preparation bench. So with the caliper, you're gonna need a 19mm. You don't have to have a torque wrench or a big, as long as you're powerful enough. Am I tightening here?
Oh, you're tightening?
Yeah. That's one. You have 2 of them back here. You have the bottom and the top. Oh, did we tell them what we are working on? We are working on a... Oh, they know your car, right?
Yeah, hopefully they know. You can go ahead and tell them.
But it's a... Is it a 2016 Lexus RX 350? Okay.
Should this work for all of them? This should be the same?
Yes. So the difference with 2014 and I guess the newer, they have that parking brake where you need to have a computer to reset the caliper back in. But any others, you can use, a retracting tool. Okay. So you'll get where you are. So there you go. You can move to this. So again, you have 219s on the back. Caliper slides off. These, we have the shims for it. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these.
Oh, Peter's in fast mode now that he's on camera.
I'm usually faster, but I have a bad finger. So anyway, so with these ones, they have provided two bolt holes. They take a 12 millimeter for easy. Oh, yeah. This one, for you to remove this, see, it's not free. It's rusted in there, okay? For you to remove this, the easiest way to do is get you a 12 millimeter. It bolts in there like so. So when you drive it in, as you drive it in, it's gonna push it out, okay? The easiest way to remove this, because of this rust, it gets welded in there because of the rust. Anyway, now we can move to the bench so we can prepare this to go on there. So what I do is I'm gonna clean the surface. Okay, so this is where I put the grease myself on the sliding pins. You remove this, get your brake pads cleaner. Don't need much. What are this is what we are using, brake rub. Not a sponsor though. That's what Mr. Carl wants us to use. Once you clean, it just goes back. Make sure, you see this one has a rubber on the very end. It's like a rubber bushing. And if you remove this one doesn't have a rubber bushing on it. See, they are different. So make sure that's why I remove this one without removing this. Make sure you remove one at a time. Otherwise, you're gonna confuse which one goes where. But at least I do confuse, but I always do one at a time. I make sure it's clean. You can clean in there if you want, but it's not that important. It has a rubber boot on there, so there's not much that goes in it. All we need is a little grease on there. Now, if your boot is torn and that is getting in, yeah, you need to clean it. But since this one is still new, and that's it. You see, it's moving back and forth, and that's what you want, back and forth, right? That's why I put grease. But this is where the questions come in. Mr. Carl wants me to put grease in here. I'm gonna honor his request. Go ahead, put some.
Yeah, guys, let me know because I worked at a few shops, not a lot. And every time we did a brake job, we definitely put the grease in there. And I know that was a few years ago. It was like 2006, 2007. But I do see people, because Peter sent me a video of a girl just go ahead and sliding them on too. So just let me know down in the comments. I think it's one of those, like, it's not necessarily required, but I'm trying to think of another example where you don't have to do it, like torquing almost. You know what I mean? Like torquing wheels.
Yes.
I think it's one of those types of situations to where you've seen thousands of people use an impact and put wheels on and be just fine. And then you have people who, torque the wheel as well, so.
No, talking wheels, that I agree.
Oh, that one, really? Even after impact?
Yes, that one I endorse.
You endorse that one?
You don't want to gobble. You don't want to take a gobble on, something that can cause, it's a safety issue,
What's like another example to use? I guess it's more preference, I guess, right? You know what I mean? The only reason why we're doing it is because my wife is like, they're squeaking. And last time we didn't, so I'm just trying to see, because if they still squeak with this, then there's really nothing that you can do. It just is what it is. You know what I mean?
For me, putting grease like that is just correct. All it does is correct dust on there.
Collect more dust,
around,
yeah.
Yes, gonna collect all that dust all around it, right?
And hopefully these pads and new rotors, eliminate, most of the dust that you've seen on our old pads. Because on our old pads, when we first pulled it off, and maybe you can show them, is how much dust there was. And these shouldn't. These
have a lot of dust. Of course, it depends with the driver.
No, I don't drive fast, but we do drive a lot. That's the thing with us.
So
we don't drive fast, but we do drive a lot. Well, I don't know. I can't speak for my wife. She might drive fast.
Yeah, it's not an excuse. And of course, nowadays what we are seeing a lot is the quality of the parts we are getting is not that good.
Okay.
So again, there is also that discrepancy where, we don't know what to use anymore because again, you might even go to a dealer and you put something on there and you go bad. So again, the quality of the part also depends. So again, I'm putting grease as requested on here. To me, this is just a dust collector.
Yeah, I'm thinking it had something to do. Something must have, whenever we installed, because what we did last time is we installed new pads on the existing rotors because the rotors were still good. They're still over there. They're actually still good.
Right.
But the only reason why I'm doing this is because my wife is tired of the squeak, and not that the brakes are bad because they were brand new pads. Both of those videos are on the channel. They were put on by Peter. But maybe I'm thinking somewhere, somehow.
And these are not cheap. These are not cheap.
Yeah, those are the good ones, right?
These are I want to say this is the gold brand from AutoZone. So they're not cheap. So again, I put grease on there. We have these two shims. We're going to put these it's a wear indicator. So I'm going to, where is the other
right
part?
there. Oh, let's show you guys the part number 2, I think.
So for the rear.
For the rear.
It's an Evolution. That's the part number right there.
Take a screenshot of that.
Yeah, they are carbon fiber ceramic pads.
Yep.
Evolution. These are the fronts. That's the part number.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. 500 for the whole kit, front and back, and then whatever Peter charges me is. But it's definitely something that you guys can do at home. But no, maybe you can't do it at home because you need the scanner, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you're gonna need a bi-directional scanner because again, you have to retract that caliper. If you don't have that, you might end up breaking the caliper.
Okay.
If you don't. So we're gonna show you the part number.
That's the rear.
No, these are the fronts.
Yeah.
They are a little bigger than the rear ones. So these are the fronts. They come already, they indicate which side they switch. Again, you cannot just wrap them in there because there's a way they are supposed to go on there. That's what I was saying. It's good because they're already labeled, so I don't have to figure out which one goes where.
Yes, I can't recommend the kit yet because we haven't driven on it.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
That's the rear.
That's the rear for you guys. Yeah, so we can't recommend it yet, but I'll definitely do a post-op video. I'll definitely do a post video letting you guys know how it came out. And we would be mic'd up. I have the mics over there, but Peter, we're gonna have to figure out a mic situation, how I'm gonna put it, because Peter's gonna be rumbling around. I don't know how those other guys do it, how they keep it. So I have a lavalier mic, but
I think the problem with me is I'm sweating around. I sweat. I mean, we are in Houston. So
right? Humidity here is crazy.
Humidity is gonna. So I have my new rotor again. This one, where is it? So it indicates rear passenger side. That's where we're gonna head to. Have my pads, and I have my caliper bracket. I need to clean it too. Clean the rust.
Oh, that right there. Oh, we gotta put the piston in.
Huh?
We gotta.
Yes, and we also need to retract the piston. So what I do is just prep it. Put this one back on there. So you see, these ones did not have what do you call it?
Loctite?
Loctite. Yeah, that's the other situation of a Loctite. Do you use Loctite?
Oh yeah, do you use
Guys,
Loctite?
tell us, do you use Loctite? Does it make any difference when you talk?
Have you noticed any difference with Loctite? I thought you don't use Loctite on anything outside of an engine.
No, Loctite is mostly suspension because that's where the most vibrations.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Loctite is usually used on suspension work. But again,
Need some help?
No.
I'm gonna be barbecuing.
But they decided to torture us with barbecue smoke.
Yeah, you can barbecue all day, every day in a year in Texas.
Noise. More noise. And guys, let us know, do you use Loctite? Do you use, what's other?
Brake loop?
Brake loop.
Yeah, please let us know down below. We want to see in all the comments.
What you guys think?
Yeah. In fact, I'll do a poll. That's what I'm going to do. Also on the channel. With this, associated with this video, I'll do a poll and see if people use it. Yeah, because I don't think we've ever used Loctite.
No.
Do you use it?
So, it depends. If it's required, yes. Like these ones have Loctite, but again, these are brake calipers.
Yeah. And it's weird that the Loctite's on the brake calipers and not on the brake
on the brake
bracket.
Bracket, yes. So.
And then he torques. I never torqued.
Yeah, that's another debate for another day. So we have, I've seen this. This is the other thing. I've seen people do this.
Yeah.
What's that about?
I don't know.
Remove the service dust or what? Anyway, let us know.
We were always like at shops. We would rub it on the ground on the concrete.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then wipe it off with like a napkin or something.
So what does that do?
I guess it makes it like grippier, like to start it. So I remember doing it here on plenty of cars all throughout my life. You take that brake pad, you rub it on the concrete real good, and then you wipe it off, maybe on like your shirt or something like that.
To me, it's one of those things where, you have to think it through, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how much friction a brake pad, goes through?
A lot.
So imagine doing that. That's nothing to the brake pad.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
it's nothing.
Yeah.
This thing is stopping how many pounds? 3,500 pounds?
Yeah.
It's costing nothing, I've seen somebody, they have these, I guess it's a new gimmick where they have a type of chemical, they put it on here, they light it on fire, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, I don't know what it does. It might have an advantage. I don't know. Let us know. Maybe it's something good we should be using.
Maybe it's part of the process from whenever like you first put the brakes on, and then you drive real hard, and then you stop to seat the brakes.
Yeah, you still have to break them in.
Yeah.
You still have to break them in. So yeah, I have to put more lube.
He'd have been done already if he didn't have to put all this lube. Car would have been done 2 hours ago.
You have to put lube here. Yeah. But the original ones did not have it.
No.
That's the thing.
But it did come with the kit, though.
Yeah.
It did come with the kit. That's right. I just realized that.
The thing is, they show where to put it. It's not showing to put it on the pads.
So where is it showing? Where we put it already?
It's showing on the pins right here. It's showing on the actual ears, yes.
Okay.
Like you see on these ones, but it's not showing,
on the back of the
on the back of the piston and stuff like that. But it's okay. I'm saying this, what it does is gonna correct all that dust.
Okay.
So maybe that's what it's used.
And if anything, it's on the rotor between the insulation and stuff like that. It should get sucked into one of those holes or one of those slots and keep. Yeah. I shouldn't have nowhere near as much brake dust as I have.
Yeah. Apart from dissipating heat, this corrects a lot of that dust.
Yeah.
So it's gonna.
Because it was keeping my wheels. Whenever you seen it, he thought my wheels were a different color. Like, didn't you have silver wheels?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
I
much
thought it was silver.
They're just so dirty. You can't really see it in camera, but this stuff just collects.
Right. So we're at the point where I show you how to retract this caliper.
Okay.
The way I was telling you, we're gonna hook it back up on the wire. Get it down here like this. Hook it back on. Like so. Let's make sure it's not already retracted. I use my G-clamp. I'm not you can put something back here, but again, I know how much pressure to put on it, not to break, because this here is plastic.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to put anything back there so much. But since I'm not putting too much, this one is already going in. But anyway, let me take you through the process of retracting that.
Okay.
So you connect your scanner, whatever kind of scanner you have. Make sure the car is on. Make sure the car is on position. The kind of scanner I'm using myself is is a Dango. What's the name of this? Think Diag. That's what I'm using. So
that buddy right there.
Yeah. So I have my dangle connected on there. It's a thin diag. You come to parking brake, full release. So once you press on that, it's asking you to confirm. You confirm. It's gonna ask you if you wanna monitor any data. I don't need to monitor anything, okay? So it's right now it's off, but if you put it on, we can go towards the brake caliper. You're gonna hear it. It's gonna activate. So you go on. But it's already released. Yeah, but it should make a, the noise.
Yeah.
It has a noise to it, but this one is already released. It's fully released already. So once you're done, you can back out of it, and now you can come here and just retract the caliper. If you don't do this process here, this will not happen. So you have to have a bi-directional scanner to do it. That's all.
Yeah, do not do it without it. Do not get in here and start doing that because it won't move.
It won't move. You're gonna mess up the whole caliper, and who knows how much those
Yeah,
things
I know.
are. But anyway, that's the process. You have to.
So do you have to put it back once you just did that? Do you have to put it back to off?
Once you do this, you don't have to, but you can always, because we already have a system towards it, we can go release and control now.
Okay.
And we can also rock the caliper in position. But we don't have to. Once you start the car, they're gonna go back to
okay.
normal, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so that process is that. Put that away and
Ooh, don't rain, don't rain. Please don't rain. I got an umbrella. Maybe we'll do the last one
the
inside.
last one, yeah. Oh, we still have time.
Yeah.
When you're a mechanic, if you're a mobile mechanic, you have to be a weatherman too.
Oh, those are my boxes. Perfect timing.
So yeah, once the caliper is all the way retracted, it's gonna fit in on my brakes on both sides. I'm gonna use the hardware.
How you doing? Doing pretty good. Oh, Mikael.
The rear ones and the front ones are different. So the front ones you can do without a scanner, the rear ones you have to have a scanner. I've seen somebody else, I don't know, I can't remember who it was. They take this connector off. It has two wires in there. He found a way to short them together with a battery, and he's able to retract it. Would I recommend that? No.
No.
Again.
And if your mechanic is doing that, he's an idiot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it because you don't know what you can short out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Some of these components are so expensive. You don't want to, do something that will cause, something like that.
Electrical damage, that's so hard to find.
Pretty much. But anyway, we are done with this side. Maybe I'll do the front ones too.
Okay.
The front ones are very straightforward, but I'll do it for you guys. This is exclusive.
This is exclusive.
No.
Do you torque these two or not really?
No.
Okay.
No, I have a torque.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how people are. They'll get on to you.
I really want to see, everybody's opinion between both, do you do it or do you not do it?
Right. Me too.
I want to see. Because I'm sure there's a lot of other mechanics out there. And you know what I mean? Like professionals, then there's YouTube mechanics, then,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Right.
Then there's the technical guys.
Yep.
Probably.
Even what I'm doing is a big debate. Do you use it?
Yeah. I was just about to say that. There's the technical guys who are watching this are like, you're doing it wrong, or
Yeah.
you need to do this, or you shouldn't put it on with a torque, with an impact.
Yeah, just be smart about it. Don't go, all the way.
And again, we do these videos so that you guys can know the basic process of how to, change your own brakes or whatever else we're doing on the channel. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to decide how you want it done and with your mechanic or by yourself. Because you taught me, I want to say in a previous video, you don't torque the one with the key.
You don't torque what?
You don't torque the one with the key, right?
Yes.
Or you hand tighten it or something? You do something different?
No, I do just a little bit all the way. But
Okay.
Because again, if you lose this, hopefully you don't.
Yeah.
We are left to remove this. It doesn't have any corners to hold on to. So what we do is we take a regular and we hammer it on there.
Yeah.
So you can imagine if this one is torqued to 150 pounds.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't torque it all the way.
Okay.
But again, I'm not saying I'm right. Again, maybe I should give people a little background about myself.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there are people maybe who are gonna see this. Yes, I've gone to school for this. I'm not calling myself a master tech or anything like that, but I've gone to school. I'm ASC certified. In several, I'm ASC certified in suspension, engine building, and electronics. So, but I'm not saying I'm a master in anything, okay? All I'm saying is we are here to run together. Right? Yes?
Modesty.
Yes. We are here to run all together. We're gonna go through this together. Yeah, but there's a lot of years of experience. I did this when I was a child, ever since I was a child, and then again moved to this country and I had to go to school for it. I've been doing this for 10 years.
Really, only 10?
Huh?
Only 10?
10 years. Well, as here in the U.S.
Okay.
My background is back home, in different country. I've done this all my life for sure. But, in the U.S. I've done this for 10 years.
Okay.
And
I feel like it's more than 10 years because Aurora's 10.
Yeah.
And I've known you since Aurora. Okay.
Aurora, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I met Aurora when she was a little older.
Right.
Yes. So
Right.
Of course, it's somebody's livelihood too. You don't remember.
Yeah. And again, we film a lot different than everybody else out there, right? Everybody else out there is filming the way that they film is not how we film here with Peter and Carl's Garage. We try to film a lot more in depth, kind of show you like behind the scenes a little bit, because they cut out, I'm telling you, in editing, they cut out a lot of the difficult stuff and make it look pretty. But we show you guys the gritty. I always like to do that. And a lot of people who comment or watch, they kind of appreciate the extra steps versus, and then this is more maintenance. Whereas I like a lot of people now, these huge YouTubers, they're showing, things that the average guy can't do.
Yeah, but don't forget we are big YouTubers.
Yeah.
We are very big. We just, the potential. We are still building on that potential.
Yes.
Yeah, we are big. Don't get us wrong. We are very big. Actually. So I'm so used to doing things, but I don't know. I don't explain everything. But when I'm doing this, I also check your tires and see if it's wearing out, if it has anything.
Okay.
There are things I don't explain, but I'm putting my eyes on them, making sure, your car is in good shape too.
Yeah.
What I mean there, I'll check a lot of things even without pointing out.
Okay.
Because our major thing is brakes at this point, right?
And then whenever they call you, you're like, yeah, I seen that I seen your tie rods when they were in, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yes.
I knew that was going to happen. Thank you for calling me.
So again, safety. Safety. Okay, we're gonna use the same as a 14 and a 17. Remove these one. This one you can retract, without having to use any.
Yeah, so the front are a lot easier than the
Yes.
rear. While he's over there, I'll take it. Everything looks. Is that oil back there?
Yeah, it has some more. This is oil.
That is oil, right? Yeah. What is that from?
Coming from
Is something on?
timing
Something's
chain.
on.
The car is still on, but the oil is not coming for me. Coming from the timing gasket needs to be resealed. That's all.
Yeah, I've seen it before. I told Shelly that we had oil coming down, but
from?
we had spilled oil on the floor, and she was like, "That's what that's from." Because again, I've never had it changed anywhere
Yeah.
except for the dealership.
Oh yeah.
But they've never written anything down.
It's
So I
coming
think
from there. When you're doing the brakes, make sure your reservoir is open like that, because when you're compressing that caliper, most of that it has to come back somewhere, or that fluid has to come somewhere. So most of the time I've realized this several times. If I do it with the cap on and I come to check later, it has a lot of pressure, and you release it, sometimes it pops. So most of the time I leave this one open like that, or even I'll leave it on there so that nothing gets in it, and that will prevent you having all that pressure built in there from retracting the caliper.
And what could cause this leak? Or is this something you're familiar with these?
No, not on a 2 FGR. They don't have such issues.
Is that a difficult repair?
Yeah.
It is, huh?
Yeah.
Don't tell the wife. Polish the baby. Hey.
Yeah, it is. I'm sure you have warranty on it.
I don't know. No, I don't think so. I think it's past its warranty because of the years.
The year?
Because it's 2016, so any warranty
5 years.
Yeah, would have been gone by now.
But you never know. Sometimes they do have complimentary warranty. But again, still, yeah, it's just seeping through. You can actually see where it's coming.
So what do I do? Just keep oil in it?
I would take it in first, see if they have warranty or there's something they can do about it. If not, just keep check. I would put one of the boxes there and see how much is losing.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, monitor how much is losing. Sometimes it's not much, but again, when you're driving down the street, you know the car is in a lot of stress. So when you're driving, it's always gonna leak more than when it's parked.
Okay.
So.
Damn, it shouldn't happen on a car with only 50-something thousand miles on it.
Yeah, that's something that, and especially at Texas, that's a
you know what I mean? And that's the thing with cars, man, like no matter what.
Yeah.
Because I bought it damn near brand new. Oh, that's right, this one has the things, the back doesn't.
What?
The bracket things, the back doesn't have those.
Oh, these are just for retracting.
Okay.
Again, most of the time, the brakes, these ones do more work.
Oh yeah, that's at the front.
Different manufacturers have different vectoring. They call it vectoring, where the front ones have 70% and the back one have 30% duty. You know how much they are working. I don't know the specs on this one. Some I've seen Ford having 60-40. Yeah, so different manufacturers have different vectoring on the brakes.
Okay.
Anyway, what all this does is just whenever you press the brakes, it just keeps it from being in there like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it just releases it. If you come closer, you see it's gonna release, especially that one. Just releases a little bit.
Okay.
So you press, release.
Okay.
That's all it does. If these ones were not there, which most people leave them out, I don't know. If they're not there, you press, they stay where they are.
Okay.
So when you're driving down, and sometimes you can hear it gliding, scratching already. So again, these are new brakes. All these are new brakes. They have dust on them. These are what? Less than how many? Was it beginning of this year? Right?
The fronts, because you did those first, so the fronts probably have. Oh no, you did these last, right?
This is a lot of dust.
Yeah, look at that. Those rotors.
Yeah. And this is what will go in here, and sometimes you feel like the whole brake system is coming apart. But anyway, that's that. Now I can
Damn, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's
a little scary.
Keep track of it. Yeah, keep track of it.
Because that's what was happening with the Kia. It was, you drive it and you have to check the oil like every day.
Now
you can't leave without checking the oil.
On a new car, you don't want to do all that. You want to be sure.
Have to pressure wash it off, take it in.
You don't even have to. It's very clean. If you come here and you lay down here, you can see it. Because
it hasn't dripped this whole time. That's what's crazy. It's like, but I'm just like, so then why is it still wet? Because even you can see right here on the arm how it goes from like ashy to moist.
Yeah, right here, from here to here is a difference. Yeah, maybe it's something we don't know about, but if you know about it, let us know.
Yeah, please leave a comment down below if you guys have seen this. It's due for an oil change. It's like 3,000 miles left for, so I usually try to take it in before it hits that mark. 10,000 mile intervals, but I never wait the whole 10,000 miles. But
it does help if this was turned this way, get to the brakes, but I'm not that strong enough. Anyway, yeah, brake calipers only have two. They only have two bolts. I'll show you here in a little bit. They are both 19s. See, that's the thing. The rear ones have
Loctite?
The Loctite. These ones don't. So I don't know. I don't know about Loctite, all those grease and stuff like that. I'm not saying they're not important. I don't want to be crucified. But
they're going to crucify you.
Yeah, for sure.
They're going to go to your page and be like, oh, you need to use it, or you don't.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay if you bring me a good argument about it, or not necessarily an argument. If you tell me the reason behind it and it makes sense, I'll consider.
Right.
Again, we're gonna use the same 12. It bolts on there, and once you drive it in, it's gonna push that pushes it out. Like so. But the rear ones did not come with it, so.
Oh yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, the front one came with it, but that's a new one.
And once again, guys, remember, one at a time. You don't want to take them both out.
Yeah. You can if you're level-headed. I'm not saying I'm not, but chances of making a mistake are high. So just keep it one at a time. You should be fine. If you put too much of this, if you're rebuilding the whole bracket, you know, cleaning, and you put too much of it, it tends to be pushed out because these are the tolerances are very small, so they create an air pocket on the very bottom. So you push it in and you push back, push it in, push back. Okay? Make sure your rubber, these ones are in good conditions. Again, you don't want to introduce anything on the inside of that. You want it to be free moving. I'll put grease on the
Yeah, I saw you.
so
So if you were to do somebody's car like that and you were to see that oil leak, would you even tell them?
yes.
Oh, you would?
Yes.
I was wondering, would you not? Because
No.
they might want you to do it.
No. I'll tell them. It's up to them if they want to do it. No, you have to tell them.
Okay.
No. You'd rather tell them, you know, because again, I look at it like this is somebody's livelihood. And, you know, the earlier you tell them, the better. That way they know, you know, they can prepare for it.
And I'm glad that you're telling me because I want to hear what the dealership is going to tell me.
Yeah.
I want they're going to tell your engine is bad. You know what I mean? I wonder what they're going to tell me.
You know, what I've come to realize is the dealerships, the reason they do some of those things is because they want to cover themselves. They've been sued so many times because of small things. So whenever they take in a car like this, they might tell you your whole motor is bad just for them to take it in and, you know, fix whatever is the problem and give you a new one. That's what they want. That's the ideal process for them. You know, again, it's a business. Don't forget.
Yeah.
It's a business.
I'm going to go get some. It is 12:49, 5/11, May 11th, and I'm looking at the oil leak that's coming from the timing cover. There's nothing crazy, but it is leaking.
Do a product review on this.
Yeah, definitely. Once
those-
I figure out if they're good or not.
Yeah.
I think they'll be good. What do you think?
Yeah. You know, always give everybody a benefit of a doubt until
Right?
proven otherwise.
I know they look pretty. I know that.
Yeah. So the only thing is, like, again, you know, with the brakes, they did not come with those retractor pins. So. What is that, guys?
That's already dust. Why is that doing that?
What is that, guys? Just let me know.
Got wipe it on your.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't want to see that on a car. It's such a worry.
Yeah, I was just looking at it. I thought it was worse than it is.
Yeah.
It's very faint, but it's visible.
Yes.
That's probably why I never noticed like any low oil.
And it's very clean oil too, so
Yeah.
hard to tell between that and the AC condensation.
Right. It's almost like. Go ahead. It's almost like you said, like with humidity and the like the pressure in there. It's almost like it's so much pressure that it finds a way, and it's like
Yes.
its way of almost like condensation.
Right.
And
Right.
there must be small enough for it to seep. But
seep through.
I think another 50,000 miles, it might be a little more.
Once, yes. It gets worse with time, of course.
I just needed to last another 50,000. What do you think about the new ones?
You know, I haven't seen the new ones, 2022. Aren't they those EVs, no?
Like hybrid.
Hybrid, right?
I think they went down to like a 2.5 liter,
Oh, wow.
4-cylinder or something like that,
But then the rest is battery then.
so that they can get more
No,
gas.
actually, you know what? I have a customer with a 2019 and hers is turbocharged.
Does she have an NX?
It's an NX, yes.
Yeah, those
NX,
are turbocharged
NX,
4-cylinders.
yes.
That's the new motor in the but with the hybrid. And then they tune it like the RX 500 or whatever. That one's 400 something horsepower, but it's more hybrid. And then their max out engine capacity. But there's no V6s.
Oh, wow.
It's all V8. I mean, it's all 4-cylinders.
Four-cylinder?
It's all 4-cylinder.
This is how I retract my caliper. I've used a lot of those brake
Yeah.
and
I
they
got
break
one.
a lot.
Yeah, they do. They do that
That's what they use.
stupid wheel.
So just find you a G clamp. It works the same way, same principles. Actually, with this one, because there's no place to put that one, it's harder to retract both at the same time. So I just use a G clamp on the very back, facing that way. Get you a node brake. Put it in there. The rubber boots are not caught in between that way. Hold on, I'll show you. I'm usually not this raw, but I have a bad finger.
And guys, you do want to take your time, unless you're like a master mechanic like Peter. You definitely want to take your time when doing this.
Take your time, even if you're a master. There's a lot of even me. I'm a businessman, but again, this is safety.
Yeah.
This is somebody's life we are talking about. So take your time. Make sure things are in the right way. So this rubber, make sure it's in good condition. It's not leaking.
Especially whenever you. Yep, and then spit on it like that. Like, especially whenever you, if you speed and rush, then you might tend to do shortcuts. And then, like you said, you're working with somebody's life. Now, if you're working on your own car, you're allowed, do what you want. Do what you want on yours. Oh, do you got to take these things off? The indicators?
The other one did not come with the yes. I need those.
That's another thing. This kit doesn't come with indicators for the front. It only comes with indicators for the back.
And it didn't come with these.
Oh yeah, it doesn't come with the retractable. So make sure you save all that. But even like Peter's saving the old rotors, because he said if anything goes wrong, then I'll have a good rotor to just slap on.
Put it back on. Some cars don't have a rear indicator. Case in point, Mercedes.
Oh, they don't?
Mercedes, they don't. BMW, well, of course, with those, you have to, when you're doing a brake job, you have to replace the rotors too.
Oh, okay.
There's no ways about it.
Really?
Yeah.
With BMW?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they cut a little ridge on the top and the bottom. And sometimes I've seen people trying to resurface them and take away that, but over time they get so weak and they start causing the grinding. You hear the grinding noise. So just replace the whole rotors. And
there's not even a reason. What's the reason to buy a BMW? Huh? Just to look cool?
Look cool, but go fast. Some of them are really nice.
Yeah. But you only go fast for a certain amount of time. Yeah. I guess I can't really talk trash because this thing is leaking, but yeah. Predominantly you don't have to worry. Charlie wants the LC500. That's the
LC.
Oh
yes.
That's her favorite.
Yeah, the LFA.
No, the one right under it.
Yeah.
The baby LFA. Yeah, the affordable one. That's the one that she wants.
LC500. Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna go. I've been kind of going back and forth between Chevy or Toyota. I think I'm gonna go with a Tundra.
Oh, okay.
Just because I drive so much, I'm like, and I plan, I want to put the whole family in and go to Colorado, go to Nevada, go to New York. And I'm like, Chevys do, right? They're easy to work on. I can definitely get the miles out of it, but if that's the case, I might as well just get the Toyota because it'll have better resale. They kind of hold their value a little more.
The value, yes. Just the value, that's pretty much it because, again, with the truck, I would go with a Chevy.
Oh, you would go to Chevy over the Tundra?
Yes.
Really? What?
They have a system called Magnaride.
Yeah.
Have you been in one of them?
This says Magnaride.
Huh?
This says Magnaride.
Yes. But in the truck, because of the larger wheelbase, man, it's smooth.
I'll let you can drive it in Magnaride. Soon, whenever you put it in sport, that's when it kicks in.
Yeah.
And then it goes crazy.
No, the Chevy, the truck, what it does, it has a camera on the very front. That camera collects data, inputs it on the Magnaride computer, or you're about to hit a pothole, in the suspension, or you're about to go over a bump, soften or do something. Can you beat that?
So the Tundras don't come with that? The newer ones?
I don't know. I really don't think so, but the first system that came out with it is the Chevy.
So which Chevys have that?
The Sierra, the GMC Sierras.
But like which model?
I think 2015 actually, and now we have those. See, I forgot this.
Oh, snap. The, what's it called?
But not only that,
Oh, there we
not only that they have that system, but of course the maintenance part of Chevy is much cheaper
Then the Toyota?
than the Toyota.
What?
Yeah, if you buy Toyota parts, they are more expensive. Buy a Toyota water pump. Buy a Toyota water pump and a Chevy water pump. You tell the difference.
Really?
Yes.
So I should go with the Chevy.
Yeah, if I were you, yes.
Out of everybody though.
Yes.
Like GMC or Chevy over Ram, over Nissan,
Yeah.
over
Oh no, Nissan don't even talk about.
even their new trucks, even their new Titans.
XD and all that.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Wow.
If you're towing, yeah, you can go with the XD, the diesel one.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of torque.
What about the Chevy versus Ram?
A Chevy.
What about the Ford? Since you got one.
Between a Ford,
Yeah.
and a Chevy.
Wow, Peter.
Chevy.
Yo, you know how focused I've been on the Tundra? Because I love the Chevys. That's why I told you those are my
Yeah.
two, GMC included.
Yeah.
Those are my two things. And I was just like, well, you know what? I'm so, hell-bent on Toyota. I have one. So I was like, why not just stay with the brand? But
Right.
I knew that Chevy is the equivalent,
Yeah.
is the American equivalent of Toyota.
Chevy, yeah.
Do they still do the same? Because I want a V8. I'm not doing no V6.
Yeah, V8.
So do they still do the same? It's the same LS 5.3 or?
I think yes.
'Cause I know some of them, they
there are
put
some
this-
with a V6 turbo, twin turbo,
No, I'm not doing
but
that.
I won't do that. Go with a straight.
V8.
America is good with the V8s.
Yeah, push rod, been doing the same thing forever.
You can't go wrong with that.
So what goes wrong with the Toyotas?
So the Toyotas, they are okay. The older ones, the newer ones, they're having a lot of issue with transmission.
Oh.
Yeah. But if you have a Toyota Tundra, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Let us
but
know.
It's a big conversation about those with what you call it, the transmissions. They are not holding up like the older Toyota. If you want a Tundra, 06 to 15, yes. The newer ones, not so much. Yeah. And of course, depends what you want to use it for. Because if you're going to be hauling, if you're doing hot shot and all that, get you a Dodge. It hauls.
Oh, like a diesel?
Yeah. Diesel, the Nissan diesel, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They haul. If you're using for regular,
Yeah.
get you a good Chevy.
Doesn't matter to you.
Yeah. Get you a good Chevy.
You got to do the back ones or
Huh?
torque something with the back or something?
No.
No?
These caliper? Yeah,
No.
they are topped.
I bet the bracket.
Oh no, those are already
Okay.
good. Yeah, this one has Magnaride.
Yeah.
That's the sensor for it.
And you feel it. As soon as you throw it into Sport Plus, you
Yeah.
feel it tighten up.
Tighten, yeah.
And then you can just go. That is it.
All right, guys.
Put the wheel on,
Put the wheel on.
and we're going to test it.
I can't wait for the comments.
I know. It's gonna be a
Please
good
let
one.
us know. Maybe you do it differently. Maybe you feel different, or even explain to us maybe why they do it. And I would really appreciate learning. I like to learn. I've done this all my life, but almost every other week I come across something that teaches me something new.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna. Oh no.
Yeah, right?
I'm more about running. Tell me something. Let's talk. Let's have this conversation. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for your support. Again, we are a big channel.
Yeah, we're a big channel.
Yeah, so-
Make sure you go check out Peter's channel again. I'll put the link in the description below. Also, go check out Straight Outta Content, my main channel. And again, let us know if you use brake lube or not. Let us know if you use Loctite or not. And let us know if you are going with Chevy or Toyota. Let me know
Yes.
for the trucks. We want to know because that's going to kind of decide. I think I'm always going to go based off of my mechanic because him and I, we definitely think alike, but he has a lot of knowledge. And even today with the Lamborghini conversation and then now with the Toyota and
That's a good
Chevy.
one too.
Yeah, maybe we'll get on camera one day and go into the studio and have a conversation on cars about that. All right, guys, stay tuned for all the next content, Carl's Garage. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, and see you guys next time. Peace. There we go. You can hear it. There you go. He just released it.